had a sheath knife in the 1970s as a child, and I've got a few now, not many, and I don't want any more. But today I'm going to talk about the SRK cold steel. That's the survival rescue knife cold steel. And if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have bought the others. I would have gone straight for this one, except for the K-bar that was designed in 1942 for the United States Marine Corps. I did a video on that a little while back. So without further ado, let's have a closer look at this. Okay, we start off with the sheath. It's quite a tight fit. There you go. Okay, the sheath has got a nice tiny drain hole in the centre there, on the bottom. And the sheath, the name of the sheath itself is called Secure X. It just says it there. Very small writing. And also you've got these holes here around the edge and the slots. That's to put either a strap or a bit of paracord to tie it to your leg or to a bergen or something. And then also on the top you've got your nylon strap for your belt, and you can undo that as well with a snap button and the velcro, so you don't have to take your belt off. Just put it back, snap it in, and you've got your usual secure loop as well. Hold the handle in. Now this at the moment is rigged up for a right-handed person, and the reason being, you can't put the knife in that way. And you can see the mould. You can only put it in that way. Can't put it in that way. So what you do to rig it up for a left-hander is you undo these screws here, and then you take all the nylon belt loop and this little bit here off, and then you take it off and basically put it on that end. Now you can secure these screws down on them holes as well, and I tried to secure it on them holes. I found it a bit difficult, so it's either them two or them two really. And I prove this because if you look at my thumbnail picture, it's actually rigged up for a left-hander. And what I mean by a left and right-hander in another way, if you want to put it like this, is say it's on your belt. I'm a right-handed, so it's rigged up for a right-hander. It's on my right-hand hip. If I take it out like that, the spine is on the top side. Now if I was left-handed, oh come on you bugger. If I was left-handed and I had it on my left-hand hip and I took it out like that, it'd be upside down, wouldn't it? So that's what I mean by left and right-handed. So yeah, that's right-handed. But if you're a left-hander, undo these screws and put it that way. Simple as that. Easily done, because you can see down the centre there is a mirror image each side. I think that's it for the sheath. Yeah, I suppose the weight. So the weight of the sheath is 3.4 ounces. So there you go. Now for the knife. Oh. Right. The blade itself is high carbon steel called SK5, which is the Japanese equivalent to the American 1080. And the handle is called Cray X. It's like a hard rubber, really, a very hard rubber indeed, with them dimples on. It's a really good grip on it, very good indeed. And it's got your you got your hole there for your lanyard. Hold it however you want to do, whatever you want to use it for, hang it up or something, I don't know. And also the weight of the knife is 8.2 ounces, and the blade length is 6 inches, and the overall length is 10 3/4 inches. Now the thickness of the spine is 5mm, and it's got a sharpened edge to 20 degrees. And it's a full tang blade, and also you've got a single sort of guard at the end there to stop your fingers sort of slipping onto the blade. So I think it's called a keton or something. And also that flat bit there, it's that's 20mm, that is. That's plenty plenty big enough for stick your finger over like that to do feather sticks or whatever you want to do. And also the blade on the end there is clipped both sides. That gives it a combatant capability for stabbing. Okay. Now I've read all this on the internet, and it actually says that the Navy SEALs get issued this knife for their BUDS training. That's basic underwater demolitions training. So that's pretty impressive. So and it's got this black coating as well. That'll eventually come off, I suppose. But yeah, it's a brilliant knife. So let's see how it performs in the field. So, can you make sparks from the spine with a ferro rod? Yeah, not a problem. Now, as you can imagine, because the spine is only 5mm, it's not going to do much chopping. It's not made really for chopping, but it'll do minimal chopping, you know, little branches and stuff. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of chopping, I suppose. Any problems, I suppose you could just batten it like that. What I'm doing now is making myself a batten to do feather sticks. I just like to make this little finger hold, or to grip it better. So it'll do basic chopping, and it'll keep going if you've got the patience. But yeah, but really you need an axe or a machete to go with this knife, or a saw. I got one here. That's all folded up. That's how I sawed this up. So yeah, you can use a saw as well, or a pruning saw. Yeah. So it needs something to go with it, really. Sink it in the dirt a little bit. There you go. That'll do. Batten it. Split the wood down. Got a flipping knobbly bit in the end there. There you go. Really wet. Pretty wet. Of course, tight. Okay. I'm in a hardwood woods as well, so this is very difficult to light and make feather sticks, I suppose. It's all landing on wet floor. bloody hell. So damn nearly had it. There we go. There's something. Oh bloody time. Okay, see if I can make a pint. I've done a bit already. This is hard wood, by the way, but yeah, you know, I mean, I might want to pick my nose, and I've got gloves on. You might need a point to pick your nose with. There we go. Yeah, nice and sharp. Okay. Just give it a clean before I put it away. Just get a bit of mud. Watch you don't cut yourself. Yeah. There you are, it's a bit cleaner. You can do a better job when you get home. But I did actually cut myself on the handle. It's such a superb grip. When I was doing feather sticks, I forgot to put my finger over like that. I think it was that anyway. And it actually ripped the skin a bit. That's how much of a grip it is. My mind and my strength was stronger than the grip itself. And it actually cut me a bit. So got to be careful. It's not really rough, but it did cut my skin a bit, getting a bit of overzealous, and yeah, it did cut me. So just bear that in mind. The grip is fantastic to the extent that it'll cut your finger as well, cut your skin, I should say. So be careful. There you go. Well, that's that. Right, it's starting to get a bit dark now, so I'll put this away. And there you are. Oh, by the way, that's quite tight. That's good tight clipping, that is. Don't know whether you can see that. Ooh. Yeah, that ain't gonna go nowhere. Right, okay. Put this away. Good tool, it's a good knife. The SRK, cold steel. Okay, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Have a great life, and take it easy and be safe. Cheers. Bye.